Yeah. Welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. Oliver Nisa here to bring you some good old summer baseball to cap off your evening. You're listening to Rockville Express Baseball on the Rockville Express Baseball Network. You can find us on YouTube by typing in Rockville Express in the search bar and subscribing to our channel. Please do and join the live chat or drop a comment if you'd like. Now, before I get into today's lineup, let's recap where the team left off. Tonight, the Express find themselves with a winning record at 2-1. Let's highlight last Friday night's game, where the offense came alive at the plate with a season-high 14 runs. Express's own Levon and Dion Reynoso combined for 4 home runs and 9 RBIs. Altogether, the Express launched 6 home runs. Fast forward to today, July 13th, the Rockville Express are tied for 4th place in the MCBL standings, with 2 wins and only 3 games under their belt for the whole MCBL season. Not too shabby, Rockville, not too shabby at all. Starting this Wednesday, the schedule does get going for the Express. The Express will play their first of 3 straight doubleheaders. Baseball is in full speed ahead this week, that's for sure. Choo-choo. Now, what you've all been waiting for are today's starting lineups. The Putty Hill Panthers are the away team this evening. Leading off for them in center field is Arone Dutton. Batting second is Pierce Bennett. Batting third, the DH, Tyler Shadle. Batting cleanup at first base is Luke Trainer. Batting fifth at short is Jake Reynes. Batting sixth, doing the catching, is Hunter Parrish. Batting seventh, playing left, is JP Murphy. Batting eighth and right is Joe Ginder. Batting ninth at third base is Jared Mooten. Batting 10th is an extra hitter, Karis Dawson. And batting 11th, another extra hitter, is Jeff Snyder. Doing the pitching for the Panthers tonight is number 24, Luke Luckenbaugh. And for the Express, the home team tonight, leading off in center field is Josh Netterville. Batting second is Eddie Hakopian. Batting third and right is Levon Reynoso. Batting fourth at first is Dion Reynoso. Batting fifth, the shortstop, is Zach Ketterman. Batting sixth, the third baseman, is Ryan Hadaway. Batting seventh in left is CJ Kozarowski. Batting eighth, the DH, is Gerald Buchanan. And batting ninth, the catcher, is Travis Rinker. Starting tonight and on the mound as we speak is southpaw Ryan Gleason, number 36. Gleason started the first game for the Express. It came last Wednesday, 5 nights ago. He went 2 innings of no-run ball and a no decision. So Gleason is on the mound, warming up to Rinker. Express doing some infield drills, warming up in the infield. The umpires just arrived here as we're about to get going. The Panthers, as I mentioned, leading off this game just 5 minutes after the top of the hour. Somewhat of a late start here. The umpires arrived just after 6 o'clock, but they're here and we are almost ready to go. The umpires, as has been the case so far this season, one of them is, I guess you can call him a second base umpire, but he's stationed right behind the pitcher. He helps with the balls and strikes. And the other one, the home plate umpire, is around the home plate area, but he's just off behind and to the left. As we start things here, Arone Dutton steps into the batter's box, number 3 in your manual. He sets in the first pitch from Gleason. Is a swinging strike one, fastball down the middle. First pitch at 6:05. Second pitch from Gleason is smacked. Base hit up the middle. Netterville's there to corral it in center as Dutton is on with a single to get things going here at Chapelgate. So Dutton is on with the single. As I mentioned last time out, Gleason Went 2 innings, didn't allow a hit, and here's the first hit here this evening. Gleason's first pitch, a little inside for a ball. Time is called on the field. Pitch didn't count. And here's Gleason. That one is low for a ball, 1. So I'm just getting the rush shaken out here. The first pitch did count. The count is 2-0. And that one is in there for a ball, off-speed pitch. The count is 3-0 with the runner on first. That's Dutton after the single. Gleason working from the stretch as Pierce Bennett is at the dish. And that one is high. So Bennett does not swing at any of the first 4 pitches. And to get things going here, nobody out, runners on first and second. And coming to the plate now is designated hitter Tyler Shadle. Shadle on Friday night, the last meeting between these two teams, batted in the 11 hole. 11-man lineup is a new fixture for the MCBL this season. Shadle takes strike 1 on Gleason's fastball. Shadle sports the long hair, the long locks, bats from the right side. And Gleason and Rinker got a talk here after the strike. Gleason has allowed the first 2 base runners to reach in the first inning. Gleason is going to be a sophomore heading back to Virginia Tech. Stands at 6'4". 0-1 pitch coming. Here it is. And that one is fouled back lightly to the backstop for strike 2. Runners on first and second. The score is 0-0 here as we get things going at Chapelgate Christian Academy. Gleason gets his sign from Rinker. The pitch, runners going, and a foul ball. So the runner heading to third base from second will have to trot back to second. That was Dutton. Count still 0-2 to Panthers number 3 hitter Tyler Shadle. Bennett at first, Dutton at second. Gleason from the stretch, the pitch. And that is fouled back for, the count remains at 0-2. So Gleason's pitch count is being worked up here early. Gleason hasn't pitched in a game since Wednesday, so he's had 5 days off. The normal amount of days off a starter would have. 0-2 pitch coming. Runners go, and there's a hit and run, but it's a foul ball. Way out of play. No one's going to get that one. Count still 0-2. So the Panthers so far have been very aggressive on the base paths as runners have been moving the last 2 pitches. Runners at first and second with masks. Face coverings are on. And they're not going this time. And that one is hit to the second baseman. It could be 2 here. On to second. Back to first for the double play. So nice job from Gleason to get the double play as Arone Dutton goes to third on the double play. The 4-6-3. It was Hakopian over to Ketterman at short on to Dion Reynoso here at first base. We're stationed just behind first base tonight, as normally behind the backstop, but tonight we're over on the first base line. Coming to the plate now is first baseman Luke Traynor for the Panthers. As he sets in, bats from the left side, number 25, first pitch. And that is smacked up the middle, and there's the first run of the game as Dutton trots in from third. Netterville throws it back in to Ketterman. An RBI single for Luke Trainer, and the Panthers are up 1-0 here early. Trainer gets the RBI, the cleanup hitter, and coming to the plate is Jake Ranis, the shortstop for the Putty Hill Panthers. So not the way Ryan Gleason wants to start this game. As Trainer gets some encouragement from the dugout. He's at first, takes a decent lead over there. Gleason's first pitch is off the plate for a ball on a fastball for ball 1. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. Gleason, that one's in there. Strike 1. Looked like another fastball. Count is 1-1 to Jake Ranis. Strike 2 that time, so Gleason is 1 strike away from ending the top of the first. Shakes off Rinker twice. Gets his sign. Working quickly, the 1-2 pitch. And that's hit on the ground to the third baseman. Hadaway over to first in time. Nice play from the third baseman, Ryan Hadaway, to retire the side. After 1, it is 1-0 Putty Hill. We're going to the bottom of the first here at Chapelgate with the Express coming up. Stay with us. Welcome back to Chapelgate, everybody. Oliver Nisi here on YouTube Live, coming to you on the Rockville Express Baseball Network. There was some rain in the pregame, but there's some sun now coming from right field, and it has turned into a pretty night. Express coming up to plate. Leading off is going to be Netterville, the center fielder. And as I mentioned in the pregame, the Panthers' starting pitcher tonight is Luke Luckenbaugh, a southpaw, number 24 in the black and white. First base coach for the Express coming on down. It's Clint Davenport. He's just right in front of us. And the third base coach tonight is bench coach Peter Phillips. First pitch from Luckenbaugh is high for ball 1 to Netterville. So Netterville at the dish, making his third start in 4 games for the Express. Takes ball 2 up high. The third pitch coming. And that one is in there for strike 1. So 2-1 the count now to Netterville. 2-1 pitch. In there, finds the strike zone for strike 2, and the count is 2-2. Luckenbaugh taking his time. The pitch. And that one was off speed, but too high, and we have worked into a full count here. Express's first hitter of the game. Or pardon me, that was ball 4 to Netterville. So he takes his base, trots on down to first with nobody out. Netterville is aboard with the walk, and here is Eddie Hakopian, the number 2 hitter for the Express. Must have forgot something and as he journeyed behind the dugout. And he's back at the plate, and we are back and ready to go for the second hitter for the Express tonight. Hakopian batting from the right side. Luckenbauer from the stretch after he allowed Netterville to reach. That one is in there for strike 1. Hakopian last game on Friday went 2 for 5 with 2 runs. He is the Express number 2 hitter to start the season, as Luckenbauer checks Netterville at first. No contest there. Netterville's got some speed. He made an incredible catch in center in the second game of the season in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Express's first win of the year. And second pitch to Hakopian is in there for strike 2. It is quickly 0-2 on him. So Luckenbauer looking over at first. 0-2 pitch is high, and that backstop is literally right behind the catcher, so Netterville didn't have a chance to take second. He wanted to. Nice job by him to stay put for the time being. Count now 1-2 to Eddie. Hakopian has collected a hit in all 3 Express games this season. And that one's on the ground. Could be trouble. Onto short. The force is there as Hakopian is in at first on the fielder's choice. Netterville is retired at second. Nice job from Jake Reynes, the Panther shortstop, to track the ball down to get out the lead runner at second. So 1 down now. Hakopian at first after the fielder's choice. And coming to the plate is Levon Reynoso. He's been stationed in the hitter's part of the lineup. He was the cleanup hitter in each of the first 3 contests. He bats third tonight. First pitch is foul ball, a dribbler to the left side for strike 1. Levon is coming off a game in which he sent 2 home runs to left field and left center field, respectively. His first 2 homers of the season. 0-1 pitch to Reynoso. Here it is. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. So just before that pitch, Luckenbauer was keeping his eye over at first. The runner at first for the Express is Hakopian as he takes his lead. As umpire calls time, and the home plate umpire is going to sweep home plate as some foul balls have come of late, and last pitch was in the dirt. Hakopian at first, 1 down. Luckenbauer working from the stretch. Over to first. Hakopian is back in there safely. Nice job from Davenport, the first base coach, to be very vocal. You can hear it from here. Not too far away from him. Luckenbauer again staring over at first. The pitch coming. And off speed finds the plate. Nice pitch from Luckenbauer there, as he is ahead now 1-2 with 1 away. One-two pitch to Reynoso is sent far, very high to center. It could go. It does. See you later. Levon Reynoso rounds the bases for the 2-run homer as the Express have taken a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the first. The power trip continues for Levon. So smart play from Coach Rick Price to put Levon at the number 3 hitter. Moved him up a spot from last game as he smacks a 2-run dinger there. Here's his brother, Dion. And that one's hit on the ground to third. A slow roller onto first in time. Good hustle there from Dion to get down the line. So first pitch swinging from Dion. He grounds out 5-3. And here's Ketterman. Ketterman collected a home run in last game, a solo shot, one of the 6 home runs for the Express on Friday. First pitch to Ketterman is in the dirt for ball 1. So 2-1 lead now for Rockville. The offense really came alive last game, and it stays alive here. And that's foul back, spoiled. The count to Ketterman is 1-1. Ketterman batting from the left side, as he always does, against the lefty Luckenbaugh, who just surrendered a 2-run shot. And that one is in there on a fastball in the strike zone for strike 2. So Luckenbaugh, a strike away from getting out of this inning. 1-2 pitch. And that one is low and away for a ball on an off-speed pitch. The count now 2-2 to Ketterman. Here's the pitch. That one, fastball, low and away, and the count now is full. Luckenbaugh working quickly, 3-2 pitch. Low. So Ketterman takes his base. Another man on for Rockville here in the bottom of the first. At the plate now is Ryan Hadaway. Hadaway had a very strong first game for the Express, had 2 RBIs, compiled all the RBIs for the Express in that first game. First pitch is fouled back for strike 1. Hadaway plays his college ball at Mount St. Mary's University in Maryland. Hits from the right side. Luckenbaugh from the stretch. That one's a little high for ball 1. Hadaway at third base making his 3rd start of the season. Started the first 2 games, sat out last game. That one is high, playable for the right fielder as he's out there, and he makes the play. So the Express are retired, but not after scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the first. They lead by 1, the score 2-1 here on the Rockville Baseball Network. Ryan Gleason is back out for the top of the second, allowed 1 run to score in the top of the first. Leading off this inning for the Putty Hill Panthers is Hunter Parrish, the catcher. Parrish hits from the right side. Might have an advantage here against the left-hander Ryan Gleason. First pitch to Parrish. Here we go. And that one is smacked to center. No one's catching that. Never mind, it's off the wall. I thought it was too far, but it stays in play. Got ahead of myself there as that one is sent back in. As Parrish is in there for a stand-up double. He got all of that one at the plate. So Parrish gets a double. Out to center field is an even 388 feet. As we're going to have a pinch runner here for Parrish. As he exits, he's allowed to enter back in, a part of the MCBL rules this season. So pinch runner for Parrish, as J.P. Murphy, the left fielder, now at the plate. He takes low for ball 1. 1-0 pitch coming. Here it is. In the dirt. Nice job from Rinker to stop that. Count now 1-1. That hit from Parrish was off the first pitch of the inning from Gleason. Kind of shocked everybody here. As the runner goes to third, Rinker, throw on down to third is not in time. It was in the dirt. As the runner is safe at third. With nobody out, Panthers aggressive here. The runner there was Arone Dutton, so interesting to see him on the base paths after he led off this game. That pitch is in the dirt for ball 4 as Murphy takes his base. So runners now at the corners after the stolen base and the walk. Here is Joe Ginder, the right fielder. No outs here in the top of the second. Dutton at third. Murphy at first. Gleason working from the stretch. The first pitch is in there for strike 1. Nice job from Gleason getting ahead of Ginder here. Throw on over to first. Caught by Dion Reynoso. Runner is safe. Reynoso gets it back in to Gleason. Murphy taking a healthy lead over here at first. Gleason throws home for strike 2. Looked a little off speed there on the pitch. So the count is 0-2 with nobody out. Throw on over to first. Runner slides in. He's safe. Gleason keeping an eye on Murphy here. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Nice job from Rinker to stop that. Count now 1-2. So Gleason has found himself in some trouble here in the first 2 innings. He allowed 1 run to score in the first. Working quickly, that ball foul tipped into the dirt. Count remains at 1-2. So Dutton, after leading off this game, came off the bench in the middle of the Panthers lineup to pinch run. He's at third. Gleason. And that one is in the air coming towards us, but it's going to go past us for the foul ball. Count is 1-2. So one would say that Gleason for the Express could be considered the team's ace after he started the first game. And he starts the 4th game as he throws ball 2 up and away. He's in some trouble here. trying to prevent the damage as we are getting going here early in the top of the second. Nobody out. 2-2 pitch coming. Here it is. And that one is spoiled behind home plate as Ginder has put together a nice at-bat to stay alive. Ginder, the Panthers' number 8 hitter. Jared Mooten, the third baseman, on deck. Ginder back in at home plate. Gleason's pitch is hit. Corralled by the third baseman, Hadaway. Nice job, the one-handed scoop there. As a runner scores from third, and the game is tied at 2 on the fielder's choice. Give that an RBI to Ginder as he's retired. 5-3. Runners on first and second now. And Mooten at the plate. And that pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. So 1 out in the top of the second. 2 Panthers still on base. Or 1 Panther on base. That pitch is a fastball outside for ball 2. The count is 2-0 to Mooten. And 2-0 pitch swung on for a strike. Strike 1. Murphy's on second after his walk. And after Ginder grounded out, but scored a run from third, and that was Dutton. 2-1 pitch is outside, so count now 3-1, hitters count for Mooten. Gleason from the stretch. He's been in the stretch a lot tonight so far. 3-1 pitch is smacked to the shortstop into left field, and runner will stop at third base as Gebler, the Express left fielder tonight, did a nice job getting the ball back in. Runners now at the corners with just 1 man out, and Gleason been a little bit shaky here to start things. Kyrus Dawson at the dish now. And that ball is hit to center, right center. Right fielder has it. That's Reynoso out there. A sac fly as the runner will score from third. And it is 3-2 now, Panthers. So nice job by the Panthers as they fell behind 2-1 in the first. They're now back up 3-2 in the top of the second. A lot of scoring here to start this game. So 2 outs and a swinging strike to the Panthers' number 11 hitter, Jeff Snyder, the extra hitter, one of the 2 extra hitters for the Panthers. Runner goes from first, and no throw coming from the catcher, Rinker, as that ball got past him. A stolen base for Dawson. Or that's Mooten. A stolen base for Mooten. So another runner in scoring position for the Panthers. Gleason looks back towards second. The pitch. That one is high. Snyder at the plate on a 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch coming from Gleason. Here it is. That one is low. Nearly scratched the dirt, and the count is 3-1. 2 outs in the top of the second. 3-2 Putty Hill over Rockville in the top of the second. And that one is taken. There's another walk from Gleason as Snyder takes his base. He goes to first. Mooton's at second after he stole second. And head coach Rick Price is going to talk to Gleason here. So Gleason's going to get a talking to after he has allowed 3 runs through 1 2/3 innings pitched. Gleason started the Express first game of the season that came 5 days ago. He went 2 innings, no hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and 1 hit by pitch. Price still out talking to Gleason. As the Express pitching staff was really starting to come together, they allowed 8 runs in the first game to the Panthers, but in the second game allowed just 3 runs. And then in the third game allowed just 1 run to these Panthers. And so far tonight, Gleason has allowed 3 runs. And we do indeed have a pitching change. It's going to be A.J. Zeke, a right-hander. He's going to come in for Gleason. So Gleason's night is over after 1 2/3 innings pitched. He allowed 3 earned. Zeke is warming up as we speak. Zeke made his season debut on Friday with an inning pitch. 1 hit and 1 strikeout, pitched the 9th inning for the Express. Next year, he'll be a sophomore at Belmont Abbey College in North Carolina. Played his high school ball in Pennsylvania at DeLon Catholic. So the only change here is Gleason. He takes his night's over as he's back in the dugout. Not what many of us had in mind, as early in this game we find ourselves with a pitching change. But I'd have to agree with manager Rick Price on the call, as Gleason was getting hit early. Really started in the first inning, but also in the second inning, as he allowed a leadoff double. We're back in the top of the second now. Zeke's first pitch is high, ball 1. Dutton's at the plate, so we're back at the top of the lineup. That ball is inside for ball 2. Dutton, in his first at bat, hit a single, came around to score. He scored again when he was a pinch runner for Parrish in the top of this inning, actually. That last pitch from Zeke was a strike, so the count is 2-1. Zeke from the stretch, 2-1 pitch. Swinging strike for strike 2. Righty versus lefty matchup here. Zeke, the right-hander, against Dutton, who bats from the left side. 2 outs in the top of the second, 3-2 Putty Hill. The pitch from Zeke is hit in the outfield, short outfield. Coming on is Netterville. Nice job from him to record the final out of the inning. That ball was hit very softly, but Netterville has a quick jump on it. And the Panthers are finally retired here in the top of the second after scoring 2 runs. We are heading to the bottom of the second. The Express looking to capitalize, looking to score. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Chapelgate Christian Academy. Oliver Nisi here. About to start the bottom of the second. Luke Luckenbaugh, the Panthers' starting pitcher, returns to the mound for his second inning of work. The Express left fielder, Dylan Gebler, set to take his first strokes of the ball game. Bats from the right side. First pitch to Gebler is in there for strike one. Gebler made his season debut on Friday. He went 2 for 5. Second pitch to him is in the dirt, and it is 1-1. 1-1 pitch to Gebler. And very off speed, it is low for ball 2. Luckenbaugh, just like in the first inning, taking his time, finding his groove on the pitcher's mound. 2-1 pitch. That one is low. Gebler now in a hitter's count at 3-1. Gebler looking to become the first Express base runner here. Takes a swinging strike, and he has worked himself into a full count at 3-2. Pitch from Luckenbaugh. And that is hit in the air. Going back, center fielder has it for the out. That one was hit fairly deep out there, but Gebler is retired. Dutton was out there, the speedy center fielder for the Panthers. Gebler's back in the dugout, and here is Gerald Buchanan, set to take his first swings tonight. He's the designated hitter tonight, the number 8 hitter for the Express. First pitch to him is ball 1. Luckenbaugh features some heat and some very off-speed pitches. That one had some velocity on it for strike 1. Count is 1-1 with 1 out. Third pitch is swung on from Buchanan for strike 2. 1-2 count for Buchanan. The pitch from Luckenbaugh. Swung on as Buchanan goes down on strike 3 swinging. So Luckenbaugh, after surrendering a 2-run shot to Levon Reynoso in the first, has a chance to go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the second. Hitting now for the Express is Travis Rinker, the catcher, the number 9 hitter tonight. Rinker, one of the few Rockville players to rock the white helmet. First pitch is foul back for strike 1. Rinker started the Express first 2 games behind the plate. He sat on Friday night. He's back in the lineup tonight. 0-1 pitch from Luckenbaugh is low for ball 1. 1-1 pitch is low, ball 2. Rinker has 1 hit this season, came in the first game. It was a double. 2-1 pitch is in the dirt for ball 3. So Rinker trying to get aboard with 2 outs for the Express in the bottom of the second. Luckenbaugh, on the other hand, trying to escape this inning. 3-1 pitch is hit hard into left field for the single. Nice contact there from the young right-hander. So Rinker is aboard at first. 2 men are out. As a pinch hitter now is Brandon Goodman. He's going to pinch run for Rinker. We saw a pinch runner for Rinker in the second game of the season. It was Ian Adams at second. Rinker does a lot of work behind home plate, catching duties. So here's Goodman. See if he can bring some speed to the table. Takes a healthy lead at first. As Netterville steps in, Goodman dives back at first. He's safe. Netterville at the dish after walking in the first. First pitch to him is low, ball 1. Luckenbaugh back in the stretch. Looking over at first. Goodman, the runner there. Throw back to first is close. Goodman dives in. Nice job to get back in there. 3-2 Putty Hill lead in the bottom of the second. 2 outs. Runner at first. That ball is hit on the ground. Shortstop has it on a run. Throws over to first. He's safe. Nice job from Netterville. Speedy Wheels getting down the first base line. He's in there with an infield single. Goodman took second on Netterville's slow roller to the shortstop. Goodman is at second. As Hakopian now is at the dish, the number 2 hitter for the Express. The Putty Hill first baseman has backed off, so Luckenbaugh not going to be throwing any balls over here this at bat, focusing on Hakopian to try to get out of this inning. Pitch to Hakopian is grounded to third, out of play for strike 1. Hakopian back in the first reached on a fielder's choice. The pitch to him. Here it is. And that one was high, but Hakopian swung at it. There's a strike. 0-2 now to Hakopian. Trying to make something happen here, but 2 outs. The pitch is just outside for ball 1. They'll count now 1-2. Hakopian hitting from the right side against the lefty. And Luckenbaugh has an advantage here. See the pitch better. 1-2 pitch. Swinging strike 3, he goes down. And the Express are retired here in the bottom of the second. We head to the top of the third. Panthers are coming up. They lead this one 3-2. A.J. Zeke still on the mound for the Express. He relieved the starter, Ryan Gleason, last inning. He'll start the top of the third for Rockville as he got out of the jam. Last inning, Zeke, a right-hander, stands at 6'3". First pitch from Zeke is in the dirt for ball one. Leading off this inning for the Panthers is the second baseman, Pierce Bennett. He reached back in the first inning on a walk. Second pitch to Bennett. In the dirt again, ball two. Zeke working from the windup. 2-0 pitch is outside, ball three. 3-0 now, the count. The express infield from right to left, Dion Reynoso at first, Hakopian at second. 3-0 pitch is smacked into center field. We've seen a lot of those tonight. And for the third straight inning, the leadoff Panther is aboard. That time, it was Bennett on the single to center. So after a 14-1 win on Friday where the Express pitchers were dominant, they've been shaky here to say the least. Bennett, the second baseman, on first. Zeke now from the stretch, as Tyler Shadle, the designated hitter, is at the plate. He grounded into a 4-6-3 double play back in the first. First pitch to him is high for ball one. Zeke trying to recapture the strike zone from the stretch. Pitch is high, ball two. That one had some heat on it, but did not find the strike zone. Two-zero pitch to Shadle. And here it is. That one outside. So for the second straight count, Putty Hill Panther hitter has worked a 3-0 count. Zeke looks back at first. Bennett there with a decent lead. And that one is away for ball four. So two straight walks here from Zeke to start the top of the third. A single and a walk as Bennett's at second, Shadle now at first. And here is Luke Trainer, the first baseman for the Panthers. He singled in the first. First pitch from Zeke is high. And that one is thrown above Zeke's head. Nice job from Ketterman to back Zeke up around the second base bag. Zeke trying to find the strike zone. 1-0 count. Runner dancing at second. And that ball is high. So perhaps Bennett was playing some brain games with Zeke at second, shuffling back and forth. 2-0 count now to Trainer as he steps back in. Pitch from Zeke. Another ball. 3-0 count, runners at first and second, nobody out, in a 3-2 Putty Hill lead in the top of the third. Zeke looks back towards second. 3-0 pitch is high. He walked him on 4 pitches. The bases are loaded. Nobody gone. The first 2 Panthers have reached. Jake Reynes, the shortstop now, coming to the plate. Hits from the right side. Zeke looking for a double play here, or at least something that stays in the infield. First pitch. And that one hit the batter. That one hit Reynes. It was a slow pitch that came in, but way inside. So Bennett, who singled to lead off this inning, comes around, trots home to score. The Panthers have now taken a 4-2 lead as the Express bullpen is starting to warm up. Can't quite see who's out there. Swinging strike one to Parrish. So nice job from Zeke to find the strike zone. Nobody out in the top of the third, 4-2 Panthers. That one is low, off-speed pitch. Parrish, the catcher, stands tall in the batter's box. That pitch is high. Count is 2-1. Ground ball would be very helpful for Zeke here. The pitch is on the ground to third. Hadaway steps on third, fires home for the double play. Rinker almost fired on to first, attempting the triple play, but he did not fire it over there. So great job from Zeke to get the double play. That went from 5-2. So 2 outs now, runners at first and second. The Panthers didn't score. So he called that runner safe at home. My apologies, just 1 out in the inning. The runner did score. It is 5-2 Putty Hill. So we'll call that a fielder's choice. So J.P. Murphy at the dish now, the left fielder. Runners at first and second. And that one is hit in the outfield to left field, and that one's going, and that one is out of here. It went the distance over the short left field fence. A 3-run homer for J.P. Murphy out to left center. And just like that, the Panthers have an 8-2 lead. So Murphy goes yard, scores 3, including himself. And at the dish is Joe Ginder now. And there's a ball from Zeke, so not the best outing from him. Trying to get through this inning as an Express pitcher is warming in the bullpen. That one is swung on, fouled back. One 1 pitch coming to Ginder. Here it is. In the dirt, ball 2. 2-1 now. Zeke still working from the stretch here with no base runners. That one fouled back. Count now even at 2. It is 8-2 Panthers in the top of the third. 2-2 pitch is swung on. Ketterman dove for it, but got into left field for the base hit. That one is Ginder. He's aboard at first. And the inning continues for the Panthers. We'll see if manager Rick Price will let Zeke go the inning here. Batting now for the Panthers is Jared Mooten, the third baseman. And he takes ball 1. 1 man out in the top of the third, 1-0 count to Mooten. That pitch is fouled back for strike 1. Panthers have upped the ante, lead by 6, 8-2. Still early here in the top of the third. 1-1 pitch to Mooten. In the dirt for ball 2, 2-1. Ginder at first after the single to left field. Zeke from the stretch. 2-1 pitch. Here it is. Foul back. And that one ends up close to the woods. Count now 2-2. The pitch to the right-hander, Mooten. Here it is. And that one was swung on, but it looked like he got a piece of it for a foul tip. And Mooten stays alive. It's become very quiet here at Chapelgate after the away team, the Putty Hill Panthers, have taken an 8-2 lead. 2-2 pitch. And that one hit the dirt. So the count now is 3-2. Mooten back in the second, reached base on a single. He then stole second. Was stranded there. 3-2 pitch from Zeke. Runner goes from first. That ball is foul tipped, foul back, as Ginder will have to go back to first. Mooten stays alive on the 3-2 pitch. Zeke looks back at first. Ginder has a small lead over there, making it larger step by step. 3-2 pitch is sent into center. We'll see if a play is made out there, and that ball is gone. Again, that short fence coming into play. Netterville tracked it all the way down. He ended up on the other side of the fence. As he is frustrated out there, flips his glove back into the playing area. So a 2-run homer there for Jared Mooten. as he connects on the second home run of the inning for the Panthers, as they now lead 10-2. And that will do it for AJ Zeke. As we have a new pitcher here, it's going to be Sage Dobbs coming in relief. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Ten to 2 ball game here in favor of the Putty Hill Panthers. Sage Dobbs into pitch in relief, the right-hander. First pitch. That one is high on a heater for ball one. Dobbs from the windup. Second pitch is outside for ball two. Kyrus Dawson now at the plate for the Panthers. He had a sacrifice fly to right field in the second. 2-0 pitch is in there off speed. Good looking pitch from Sage Dobbs to get his way back in the count. Count is 2-1 with one away. 2-1 pitch is low. Looks like another fastball. Count now is 3-1. It's been a long inning for the Express. See if Dobbs can help things out and get the bats back up here. 3-1 pitch. And that one is the outside corner. So there's a walk to Kyrus Dawson as he is aboard. Another base runner for the Panthers this inning. Their 8th base runner in 9 chances this inning. First pitch to Jeff Snyder is a strike for strike one. Snyder, the 10th hitter of the inning for the Panthers. Dobbs on over to first. Close play there as the runner, Dawson, dives back in. He is safe. Snyder hits from the left side. He reached base in the second on a walk. Second pitch to him is high for ball one. Snyder rocks the number 31 like LA Dodgers outfielder Jock Peterson. Also rocks a blue helmet. We'll see if he's got any power. Like Jock. 1-1 pitch from Dobbs. And that one is just outside for ball two. Dawson takes a sizable lead at first. See if he goes here. He does not. 2-1 pitch in there for strike two. So after walking his first batter in Dawson, we'll see if Dobbs can get his first out here. Dobbs was that reliever warming up earlier this inning. Into pitch now. 2-2 pitch. And that one is taken for a ball. Dawson faked the steal at first. He stays at first, as the count now is 3-2 with one away. Dawson, another large lead, looking like Dave Roberts over there. He goes to second. That one is swung on and missed, but not before Dawson steals second standing up. So Dobbs retires. Snyder on the strikeout. Dawson steals second. And we are back up at the top of the lineup. It is Arone Dutton, his third at-bat tonight. First pitch is a ball. Dutton, so far tonight, is 1 for 2. He's got a man in scoring position at second in Dawson. Sage Dobbs working from the stretch. Dawson goes to third. He was stealing third, but that ball was foul tipped for a strike. Dawson very aggressive on the base paths, really testing Rinker, the catcher for the Express. Pitch from Dobbs is low for a ball. Dobbs looks back at Dawson, throws it in for another ball. Count now 3-1 in favor of the hitter. Pitch from Dobbs is high and outside, so Dutton walks. And we have officially batted around the order. Here is Pierce Bennett, who led off this inning with a single. An impressive feat for the Panthers, considering they have an 11-man lineup tonight. Have a large roster of over 40 players this summer. First pitch is in there for a strike off speed. Count is 0-1 with 2 away. Runners at first and second. That pitch is in there for strike 2. We'll see if Sage Dobbs can get out of this inning for the Express. It's been a long one, as this is the 11th hitter of the inning. Dobbs getting some encouragement from the Express dugout. Teammates chanting, "Let's go Sage." That ball is hit to center. Netterville has a play on it. He catches it for the final out of the inning as he came close to that outfield fence. So the side is finally retired as we go now to the bottom of the third. Panthers lead it 10-2. We'll be right back. And we are now in the bottom of the third inning. Express coming to the plate. We have a pitching change for the Panthers. In to pitch now is right-hander Loy Hickman. He replaces Luke Luckenbaugh, who went 2 innings and allowed 3 runs for the Panthers. Leading off this inning for the Express is Levon Reynoso, the right fielder tonight. He homered back in the first. Hickman's still warming as the catcher throws it on down to second. A ritual here in baseball before things get started at the top half of an inning. So Hickman's got the game ball, and we're ready here in the bottom of the third. The Express trail by 8 runs, 10-2. First pitch coming to the right-hander Reynoso, and that one hit him. First pitch from Hickman hits Levon Reynoso as he shakes it off like nothing happened. He trots down to first, and he's the first base runner for the Express this inning. Levon reaches base for the second time in as many at-bats tonight, and here's his brother, Dion, who grounded out to the third baseman in the first. Hickman looks back at first as Reynoso takes a short lead over there. First pitch to Dion. And that one was a heater, but outside for ball 1. It's early in the season for the Express, but they find themselves down by 8 runs. Still a lot of baseball to play. Swinging strike to Dion for strike 1. The count is 1-1. Express so far this season are 2-1. That pitch inside. 2 balls now to Dion Reynoso. Express are 2-1. The Putty Hill Panthers 3-1 on the young season. Pitch from Hickman is skied a mile into the sky. Will it ever come down? It does, to the left fielder for the first out. So Dion is retired for the first out this inning, and here comes Zach Ketterman, the shortstop, who walked in the first. We'll see if Ketterman can get something going. First pitch. And that one is taken for a ball. So Hickman, the pitcher, has got somewhat of a funky delivery on the mound. Throwing from the stretch now. And that one was a heater in there for a strike. Good looking pitch from Hickman. Kind of reminds me of Pedro Martinez throwing that ball. Really puts a lot of emphasis on his front leg. Also a little bit of a submarine pitch. Count now 2-1 after the ball to Ketterman. Ketterman, the left-handed hitter. 2-1 pitch. And that one broken bat, and it is out of play. So he'll need a new bat as his teammates give him some love. Count now even at 2 to Ketterman. He had a white bat, and we'll see what color he picks now. He picks up a black bat. Could be navy blue from here, dark colored. Thank you for joining us tonight. Oliver Nisi on the call for Rockville Express Baseball. In the bottom of the third, it is 10-2 Putty Hill. 2-2 pitch to Ketterman. Here it is. And that one is low for ball 3. So 3-2 now to Zach Ketterman. He's going to be a freshman next year at Western Carolina University in North Carolina. 1 out, 3-2 pitch. Here it is. And that one is fouled back. Ketterman stays alive. Ketterman picked up his first hit of the season on Friday night, the Express last game. It was a home run. 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Taken outside, ball 4. So another Rockville base runner reaches. It's Ketterman. There's one away. This inning started with Levon Reynoso getting hit on the first pitch from Hickman. He's now at second. Dion Reynoso flew out to left field, and Ketterman now reaches base on a walk. Here's Ryan Hadaway, the third baseman, 0 for 1 tonight. Hadaway was an RBI machine in the first game, had 2 RBIs. He picked up another hit in the second game. We now find ourselves in the 4th game of the season as the first pitch is low for ball 1. Express trying to get back into this game. They trail by 8 runs. And that ball is a ball taken outside. Count now 2-0. So Hadaway is ahead in this count. See if he gets a pitch to hit. That one is low. Good eye from the batter. 3-0 count now for Hadaway. We'll see if an Express hitter can reach base for the second straight at bat. Hickman from the stretch. The pitch is in there. Good looking heater for strike 1. Ketterman at first, Levon Reynoso at second. Hickman working from the stretch. And that ball is on the ground, could be trouble. Onto the shortstop, onto second, not in time. The runner was off the bag. Ketterman slid in there. Nice job from him. Nice hustle getting there. All runners are safe. So it's going to be a single for Hadaway. An infield single. Ketterman now at second. Levon Reynoso at third. Hadaway at first. And here is Gebler. Gebler at the dish with the bases loaded. First pitch is in there on the breaking ball. Nice pitch from Hickman. Strike 1. Gebler made his season debut last game. He sat the first 2 in a big spot here. And that ball is low. So the count now 1-1. Hickman gets his sign. 1-1 pitch. Just outside. Panther bench thought he had a strike there. 2-1 is the count to Gebler. Gebler and Ketterman, who's on second, were high school teammates in Pennsylvania. That pitch is taken low for ball 3. So 3-1 count with the bases loaded to Dylan Gebler, the starting left fielder for the Express tonight. And that ball is low as Gebler walks and Levon Reynoso is coming home. So Gebler gets an RBI with the walk. Hadaway trots on over to second, Ketterman to third, and Levon Reynoso trots home as the Rockville Express have scored their third run of the night. The Putty Hill catcher, Hunter Parrish, is out to talk to Hickman on the mound. 10-3 ball game now. So only one away with Hickman on the mound. Bases are loaded. First pitch is fouled back to Buchanan. Buchanan, in his first at bat, he struck out. The team's DH tonight. Big at bat for Gerald. Pitch from Hickman. It hits Buchanan. So another run trots home for the Express. The score now is 10-4. Travis Rinker coming to the plate now. He singled on a hard hit ball to the left field in the second inning. Looks like a pitching change may happen here. One of the Panthers head coaches is out to talk to Hickman. And he is done. He is done tonight. He will walk back to the dugout. We have a new pitcher, pitching change here at Chapelgate. The Panthers still lead at 10-4, but the Express doing a nice job this inning, scoring 2 runs so far. 1 out and a pitching change. We'll be back. We're back here at Chapelgate Christian Academy. Oliver Nisi on the call, Rockville Express Baseball. 1 out in the bottom of the third for the Express. First pitch to Travis Rinker is taken for a ball. Mentioned before the break, we have a pitching change. On to pitch now for the Panthers is Kyle Scott, right-hander. And that ball is taken low, an off-speed pitch for ball 2 to Rinker. The Express have 2 runs scored this inning and have narrowed the deficit 10-4. 2-0 count to Rinker, the catcher. Very inside. It was a fastball, and the count now 3-0. Scott working from the stretch. Pitch to Rinker. Is in there for strike one. 3-1 now the count. Hadaway at third. Gebler at second. Buchanan at first. That ball is going foul. It might land near us. It is just foul. Looked like the first baseman could have had a play, but he let it go. Ball ruled out of play by the umpire. Count now full to Rinker at 3-2. Luckily, we got the 10 over here, just behind the fence along the first base line. That ball landed nearly a foot away from me. 3-2 pitch is down and low and inside. Excuse me, that was a 2-2 pitch. Now it is 3-2 to Rinker. So the count is now full to Travis Rinker. The pitch is low, and there it is. He takes his base. So I was a pitch early on that walk call. There's the walk. As Rinker goes to first, and Hadaway comes home. Gebler over to third, and Buchanan up to second. So lately, in this bottom of the third inning, the Panthers having control issues on the mound. We just saw a walk. The batter before that, we saw a hit by pitch. And the batter before that was a walk. Rinker sits. He goes back to the dugout. And Brandon Goodman is out to pinch run at first for the Express for the second time tonight. Still just one out. Back at the top of the lineup for Josh Netterville. That ball is a ball inside to Netterville. Netterville batting from the left side, switch hitter. We'll see if he can send a ball to center, where he's been out there a lot in the field tonight. 1-0 pitch is taken for strike one. Scott, who came on into relief this inning. His pitch is inside, nearly hit Netterville on a fastball. Count now 2-1. So it's not just from the Express, it's from the Panthers. They've had their pitching miscues as the catcher for the Panthers is out to talk to Scott. A quick conference in between home plate and the pitcher's mound. Earlier, we saw bench coach Peter Phillips being utilized as a third base coach for the Express. Now it's head coach Rick Price. He's over there. The Express have narrowed the gap here, trailing 10-4. That pitch is fouled back by Netterville, and the count is even at 2. Two-two count to Netterville, who led off this game, the team's number one hitter tonight in the lineup. He's reached base both times so far. He stays alive there on a foul ball, back to home plate. Base is still loaded for Rockville. They've scored 2 runs this inning after Putty Hill scored 8 runs in the top half of this inning. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. That one is outside and low for ball 3, and Josh Netterville has worked a full count. Have a Putty Hill Panther pitcher warming up in the bullpen. down the right field line tonight. That one is smacked foul, hits the fence near us, and Netterville stays alive. Nice at bat from him, the center fielder. Eddie Hakopian on deck. The pitch to Netterville. That one is down the first base line. First baseman comes home, and he gets the out at home. So, first baseman, that time Luke Trainer. The ball was grounded to him. He came home with it for the second out of the inning. Netterville is on first base after a fielder's choice. 2 outs for Kyle Scott, the reliever for the Panthers. Here's Hakopian. That ball is fastball low, taken for ball 1. Bases still loaded for Rockville. Buchanan at third, Goodman at second, and Netterville at first. And there's a strike taken on a fastball. Count is 1-1. 2 outs for Hakopian. Looking for a hit here to drive home some more runs. And that is foul back. No one's going to get that. Count now 1-2. Hakopian, through the first 3 games this season for the Express, has collected a hit in each contest. And that ball was up and in. Hakopian connects on it. It's an error. Bobbled by the shortstop. Everyone's safe. A runner scores for Rockville. So it looked like a routine play for the shortstop over there for the Panthers. He bobbled it. Good hustle for Hakopian getting down the line. He won't get an RBI on that, but Rockville gets a run.
Mouton, you know it's coming back to you. Let's go.
The 3rd run this inning. The Express now trail only by 5. The score is Putty Hill 10, Rockville 5. Levon Reynoso back at the plate. He started this inning by leading off. He was hit by a pitch. First pitch to Reynoso is a ball. And that ball is foul back. You can hear the boom on that bat. So score correction, it is actually 10-6 in favor of the Panthers. Rockville doing a nice job putting together some fine at-bats this inning. Pitch to Reynoso. Very far and in. Got past the catcher, but that backstop is only a couple feet behind the catcher. Goodman at third could not advance and score from third. Two-one count to Levon. Pitch from Scott. And that one's hit on the ground. In play to the third baseman. He bobbles it. Everyone's safe again. Another run scores. It's Goodman. Levon Reynoso picks up an infield hit in his second at-bat of the inning. So Goodman scores. The bases are still loaded. And here is Dion Reynoso. He is 0 for 2 at the plate tonight. First base coach Clint Davenport calls time as Reynoso was adjusting his mask and helmet. Dion, who's got a very similar batting stance to his brother, is at the plate. That first pitch fouled back. Sounded like a thunderclap. These Reynoso brothers can really swing it. Scott's still in there, working from the stretch and in relief. Pitch to Reynoso. Strike swinging. He took a hack at that. He's now got 2 strikes on him. Two outs in the inning, and Scott trying to get out of a jam. And that one is high. Fastball taken for a ball. Count is 2-2. Inside on a fastball, low at the knees. Hakopian at second. Netterville over at third. That ball's in the dirt. Netterville's coming home. He's out at home. Wow, he took a big dive going in there. The Express bench cannot believe it as Netterville took off, and it was a gutsy play from him. Gutsy call to take off on that as the backstop is directly behind the catcher. He's gunned out at home, tagged out by the pitcher, who received the ball from the catcher on that play. The inning is over. So we're heading to the top of the 4th. A lot of baseball played in just 3 innings so far. The score, Putty Hill 10, Rockville 7. Sage Dobbs is back out there to pitch. And we'll be right back. We're live on YouTube Live. Welcome back to the broadcast. Oliver Nisi to give you the call tonight and for the season. Sage Dobbs is back out there in relief for the Express. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch, strike one looking. So 1-1 count. That one fouled back. That backstop is just awfully close. One would argue a little too close. Josh Netterville will definitely say that after being called out at home last inning. Could have easily scored, but the backstop's right there. 1-2 pitch from Dobbs. In the dirt. 2-2 now. Two-two pitch. Shadle survives on the foul tip to the backstop. So Putty Hill, the home team tonight, or the away team tonight, they were the home team on Friday night. Leading off this 4th inning, lead by 3, 10-7. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and swinging for strike 3. Shadle goes down. Nice start to this inning from Sage Dobbs. Luke Traynor at the dish now, the cleanup hitter for Putty Hill. A big left-hander. Now stepping into the batter's box. Dobbs is ready from the windup and the pitch. Down low, fastball for ball 1. So we're only in the top of the 4th here. 10-7 ball game in favor of Putty Hill. As that pitch is in there for strike 1. Got about an hour left before there's no more sun. Wondering if we're going to get through 9 innings of this game. That ball is hit very high to the shortstop, Ketterman. He's under it, and he makes the out. So Traynor is retired. He flies out to the shortstop after he hit that ball very high in the sky. Speaking of the sky, it's very blue out towards left field. Some dark clouds beyond center. Sunset coming from right field. First pitch is inside for ball 1. 2 outs now in the inning for Sage Dobbs. And there's a pitch that was swung on, fooled the batter. 1-1 count. Dobbs working quickly. The right-handed pitcher. That one's fouled back. So we may very well be seeing the quickest inning from either team here, as Sage Dobbs has already put out 2 Panthers in the top of the 4th. 1 strike here would make it 3. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Count now at 2-2. Pitch to Reynes. That ball is sent to left field for a base hit. Gebler has been very busy out there in left field. So has Netterville in center. So a 2-out single for Jake Reynes. After scoring 8 runs last inning, we'll see if the Panthers can do anything here with Hunter Parrish coming to the dish. Parrish was penciled in as the starting catcher tonight. Reynes takes his lead at first. The pitch from Dobbs, and that one is clobbered. Dobbs doesn't even look at it, and that one is in the woods. That one was out of here in a hurry, as Putty Hill has something to say about Rockville coming back into this game. They retake the lead, or they never lost it. They lead now by 5. 12-7 is the score. Dobbs will try to recoup here as he faces his 5th batter of the inning. It's J.P. Murphy. That one is high, taken for ball 1. 2 outs still in the top of the 4th. 1-0 pitch. Low for ball 2. So Sage Dobbs was well on his way to a successful inning. That one's taken for a ball 3. Before Parrish clobbered a home run. .30 pitch is taken for strike 1. 3-1 now the count. J.P. Murphy very patient at the plate. He homered last inning. That one taken for a strike at the knees, and Dobbs doing a nice job here, working himself back into the count, which now stands at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. And swung on and miss. Throw on over to first because that ball was in the dirt. Murphy had to run it out. He didn't. He strikes out, swinging, as we're heading to the bottom of the fourth here. The Panthers get 2 runs. They're up 12-7. We'll be right back. Have a pitching change here at Chapelgate to start the bottom of the fourth. It's Ben Pica, right-handed hurler. Sports the number 34. We saw him, I believe, on Friday night. It was either Friday or back on Wednesday for the season opener. Leading off this inning for the Express is Dion Reynoso, who takes strike one, called, looking. He was there at bat to end last inning, but Netterville, who was coming home on a pass ball, was called out. So Reynoso's still there, and he shoots one off Pica's glove. That's going to get down for a base hit. Pica had no chance on that one, even though it hit his glove. That one was smashed so hard. Reynoso sees the ball well. He gets his first hit of the evening. It's a single. And here's Ketterman, who has walked in his first 2 plate appearances tonight. So runner at first, nobody out. Pitch from Pica, and that's on the ground. Going to second, could be trouble. Reynoso's tagged out. Ketterman is safe at first. Good hustle from Ketterman, but an even better job from the second baseman for the Panthers. That's Bennett. He tagged out Reynoso on his way to second and almost turned a double play all by himself. So Ketterman is aboard on the fielder's choice, and here is Ryan Hadaway, the third baseman for the Express. Two quick balls are hit in this inning. Pitch from Pica is low for ball 1, off speed, outside. Hadaway at the dish, pitch, check swing, is taken for a strike. Count now 1-1, Ketterman at first with 1 down. Pitch from Pica. Strike swinging from Hadaway, count now 1-2. Panthers lead this one 12-7 here in the bottom of the fourth. A lot of runs scored in this affair. Ketterman takes his lead at first. Pitch from Pica. Check swing again, taken for a ball. Nice job from Hadaway not to go around. Count is even at 2. Two pitch. Here it is. That one is high, fastball. Taken from Hadaway for ball 3. The count is full. Pika trying to get another ground ball out here. 3-2 pitch. Oh, Hadaway thought he had the ball. Looked like he was going down to first, but the umpire said otherwise. He's called out, looking on strikes. He goes down for the second out of the inning. And here is Dylan Gebler, who started in left field tonight. He's the number 7 hitter for the Express. First pitch, taken high for ball 1.
Right there.
Gebler walked last inning. That pitch is a ball. 2-0 count now. Gebler, who walked last inning, was actually counted as an RBI walk because the bases were loaded. Pitch to him. That one is inside for ball 3. 3-0 count now to Dylan Gebler. Five-run lead for the Panthers. That one is shot down the right field line. Could be extra bases as Dawson, the speedy right fielder, is heading over there. Gebler will hold at first, but Ketterman goes from first to third on the single from his high school teammate. Runners at the corners now for the Express as Buchanan is coming up. It's actually going to be a pinch hitter for the Express. It's going to be CJ Kozarowski. He's pinch hitting for Gerald Buchanan. CJ is the right-handed hitter. He takes a strike 1. Big RBI opportunity for Kozarowski, with Rockville trailing by 5. 0-1 pitch is hit on the ground to the shortstop, on to second for the force for the final out. Nice job from Pika to get out of that inning. We've come to the end of 4 innings here at Chapelgate. The Panthers up in front. They lead 12-7. It's Oliver Nisi here on YouTube Live for Rockville Express Baseball. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Summer Baseball here on YouTube Live. I'm Oliver Nisi. Panthers hitter Joe Ginder just grounded out. Nice job from Dion Reynoso getting his foot on the bag for the first out. First pitch of this at-bat is a ball from Dobbs. Sage Dobbs still back out there in relief. Second pitch is low again, ball 2. Sage Dobbs on his way to the University of Richmond in the fall. Just graduated high school. That pitch in there for a strike. Dobbs won a state championship as a high school senior last year with Georgetown Prep in Maryland, in Rockville actually. That one inside. Pitch from Dobbs is away, ball 4. So after a ground out to begin this inning from Ginder, Jared Mooten takes his base on a walk. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change here as manager Rick Price let Dobbs go to start this inning. That walk is going to pull him here. Dobbs' night is over. A solid job from Dobbs in his second appearance of the season. And speaking of appearances, here's the first one of the season for Josh Gallatin. Gallatin pitches for the University of Maryland club team. Going to be a sophomore next year. This past fall, he played in the University of Maryland's Fall World Series. That was in October. Gallatin, a right-handed pitcher, stands at 5'11". Sports a red glove, and looked like that could be the team glove of the Terrapins, his college team. One out here after the walk to Mooten and the ground out from Ginder. Gallatin still warming up. This night has turned into a beautiful one for baseball. There was some rain in the pregame and some dark clouds. There still are some dark clouds in the distance. A warm sunset with shades of pink and yellow coming from right field. Sunset is coming quickly as we are now at 8:06 Eastern Standard Time in Marriottsville. The Rockville Express home field this summer. Gallatin's still warming. All 3 outfielders for the Express have come together in center to join Netterville. That's Gebler and Levon Reynoso. Talking about perhaps how their summer has been going so far. Still early, about mid-July, a late start to the MCBL season. As Gallatin is ready, and in steps Kyrus Dawson, who had a stolen base back in the third after walking. He also has a sacrifice fly tonight. The first pitch from Gallatin. Here it is. In there for strike 1. Good looking first pitch from Gallatin. Mooten at first. Gallatin looks back. Checks the runner. Holds onto the ball and throws home. That one inside on Dawson for ball 1. Gallatin immediately working from the stretch coming into this game. 1-1 pitch. Here it is. That one is in and low on Dawson for ball 2. One out here in the top of the fifth, 12-7 game in favor of the Putty Hill Panthers, last summer's MCBL champs. 2-1 pitch is just inside on Dawson. 3-1 count for the tall right-hander at the plate. The pitch, high to Dawson. He draws the walk, his second straight walk, and his third productive at-bat tonight for the Panthers. The Express catcher is going out to have a chat with Gallatin. Looks like it may be Jesse Lacefield back there. We've seen him as a defensive replacement, making his second debut so far this season behind the plate. Runners now at first and second. First pitch to Snyder is low for a ball. One out to Snyder, an extra hitter, one of the two extra hitters for the Panthers tonight in the 11-man lineup. That one's on the ground, and it gets to the second baseman. He has it over to first. Runner is safe. Good hustle from Snyder. It was a tough play for Hakopian, going from right to left. That's going to be an infield hit for Snyder, as the bases are full now for Arone Dutton, the leadoff hitter tonight for the Panthers. First pitch is a ball on a fastball. Gallatin from the stretch. On the ground, it will stay. It'll go foul. It looked like it was going to stay fair, but it went foul. Good job from the first baseman, Dion Reynoso, to lay off, or a run would have scored. The runner at third would have scored. One strike on Dutton now. One out for Gallatin, who came in relief in the middle of this inning for Sage Dobbs. Gallatin is the fourth pitcher tonight for the Express. That one is foul back from Dutton, and he's got 2 strikes on him. 12-7, Putty Hill. They're working with a comfortable lead here in the top of the fifth. Not even halfway through this one. Gallatin, 1-2 pitch. Low and away for ball 2. One out in the top of the fifth. 2-2 is the count to Dutton, who's looking to reach base for the third time in 4 trips. And that one is smashed. High fly ball going towards third baseline, out of play. No one's going to make a play on that, as Dutton is still alive in the box. Count is 2-2. Have another Express reliever warming up. You can see Adon Reynoso is catching the reliever in the bullpen. However, I cannot see who the reliever is. I'll try to get that to you folks soon. Dutton at the plate, bases loaded. That one's on the ground again, foul. Right next to us at first. Two-two count to Dutton, putting together a nice at-bat here. Pitch from Gallatin is just off the plate for ball 3. And number 3 has worked a full count. Count is 3-2. Gallatin looking for a ground ball or a strikeout. And not what he was looking for. That is ball 4 as Dutton walks. A run comes home, and the Panthers have increased their lead to 6 runs.
I remember you my freshman year, dude. You had that stance that is on.
So here's Pierce Bennett, the second baseman for the Panthers. First pitch is fastball outside for ball 1. Still just 1 out, and much like the third inning that seems like a millennium, this one has been a long inning. Gallatin from the stretch, pitch to Bennett is in the dirt for a ball. Gallatin, who really didn't have a fair chance to find his groove, came in the middle of this inning, trying to find it here on a 2-0 count. Bases loaded. That one is fouled back for strike 1. Count now at 2-1, 1 out. Panthers have a 13-7 lead in the top of the 5th. Righty versus righty matchup here. Pitch is low. Ball 3. Count is 3-1. (3-1) pitch to Bennett. On the ground to the second baseman. Onto the shortstop at second to Ketterman. He'll hold. A run will score. Rockville gets an out, but a run scores. Runners will be at the corners for the Panthers as Bennett beat out the throw that never came from Ketterman. Bennett gets a fielder's choice RBI. Putty Hill out to a demanding 7-run lead. Tyler Shadle at the dish. Pitch from Gallatin is outside for ball 1. So a lot of runs so far in this game, 21 total. Ball 1, throw on down to first from the catcher. He's safe. Bennett is safe at first. So the Rockville hitters doing their job, plating 7 runs, but the pitchers having a lot of problems tonight, have allowed 14. Pitch to Shadle is inside, a little high. Another ball. Bennett takes his lead at first. He goes. No throw to second as Lacefield holds, so it was a walk to Shadle. Bases are reloaded as Shadle finally arrives at first after the walk. Coming to the plate now is Luke Traynor. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming from Gallatin to Traynor. First pitch swinging strike, that is. Strike 1, 0-1. Traynor stands tall, big left-handed bat at the dish. Cleanup hitter for this team. There's a ball taken. Good eye from the batter. 1-1 now the count. Gallatin in the stretch, making his season debut for the Express. That pitch is low, so Another ball from Gallatin, 2-1 count. Approaching 8:20 p.m. Eastern on this Monday night of baseball. I'm Oliver Nisi on the Rockville Express Baseball Network. There's a strike from Gallatin. Good-looking pitch. That strike was taken. Count is even at 2. A chance for Gallatin to get out of this inning. And that one is foul back to the backstop. Trainer stays alive. Trainer has reached base twice tonight, one on a single in the first, another on a walk in the third. Gallatin, the pitch. Slow roller, and it's in there. Strike 3. Trainer is retired on striking out looking. Gallatin does his job, but not after surrendering a handful of runs to the Panthers. After 5.5, the score, Putty Hill 14, Rockville 7. We'll be back. Welcome back to Rockville Express Baseball here on YouTube Live. I'm Oliver Nisi. Same pitcher for the Panthers, now in the bottom of the fifth. It's Ben Pica, number 34 for the black and white. Leading off this inning for the Express is pinch hitter Jesse Lacefield, making his first at-bat of the season. And first pitch is a ball off the plate. And that's how we'll start things this inning. Lacefield batting from the left side. Takes another ball high. And that pitch is hit hard to right field. Nice piece of swing in there from Lacefield, as he is aboard with a single to start things here in the bottom of the fifth. Lacefield next year will be a freshman at Catholic University in Washington, D.C. As I mentioned, bats from the left side, throws with his right hand. He attended Winston Churchill High School in Maryland. And he's going off to college this fall. First pitch from Pica is a strike. Have another pinch hitter here for the Express. Tough to get a read on it from here, I'll tell you in a sec. Two strikes in a row. Count is 0-2. That one is low for ball 1. And that one hit him. That one hit the Express batter. I still can't get quite an eye on who that is. Have a tough angle here at first base. Going to tell you in a second. That's Ian Adams. I can hear it here from the dugout. The only Ian on the roster, it's Ian Adams, making his first at-bat of the season. So Adams gets hit by the pitch. He's at first. Lacefield, who singled to lead off this inning, is at second. And looks like this is another pinch hitter. Looks like it's Brandon Goodman, if I can read by the helmet. That one's on the ground. Could be trouble. Shortstop all by himself. On to first for the double play. Goodman goes down on the 6-3 double play. So 2 quick outs. Lacefield's over at third now. Adams and Goodman retired. 2 outs. And Levon Reynoso at the plate. An absolute gorgeous sunset to the left of myself. Might be able to see that in our webcam. Reynoso at the dish for his 3rd time tonight. Homered back in the first. Lacefield at third. Pitch from Pika. In the dirt. Lacefield did not go because that backstop is awfully too close. Pika taking his time, walking back to pitcher's mound. I don't blame him. His team's got a 7-run lead here, just halfway past this ball game tonight. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs, runner at third. 14-7 lead for the Panthers. Reynoso at the dish, pitch from Pika. And that one is sent deep, far gone, into left center. Someone just said get out of my park, and that is right. That is far gone for Levon Reynoso. Back-to-back games now for Reynoso with 2 home runs as he rounds third, headed home. Levon Reynoso has narrowed the gap back down to 5. The score is 14-9. One thing for certain, that kid has power. Hitting in the number 3 hole for the Express tonight after cleaning up the first 3 contests of the season. In steps his brother, Dion, who connected on a single his last at-bat. He swung for the fences but didn't get a piece of the ball for strike 1. 0-1 count to Dion Reynoso, 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And that one is hit to the shortstop. Cannot make a play on it as that ball escapes to the outfield for another base hit for Dion Reynoso. So it's early here, folks. Just in our 4th game for the Rockville Express, but Levon Reynoso and Dion Reynoso are showing that they are the heart of the lineup for the Express. Tonight hitting number 3 and 4, racking up the base hits and the home runs. Pitch from Pika to Ketterman is ball. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Express down by 5 runs. That ball is low to Ketterman. Pika from the stretch. Pitch. Low again to Ketterman. Dion Reynoso at first base plays his college ball at Erskine College in South Carolina like his two other brothers. There's a strike to Ketterman. Got one strike on him. Pitch from Pika is high. Oh, they call it a strike. Found the strike zone for the second strike. Reynoso takes a small lead at first. The pitch is hit to left field. Will it find fair territory? And they call it foul. It came very close. Got some fans way out there by the left field foul pole. They had the best read on it. Ketterman stays alive. 2 strikes on him. 3-2 pitch coming to Ketterman with 2 outs. Pika looking for his sign. He gets it. The pitch. Strike 3 swinging from Ketterman. That's going to do it for the Express. In the bottom of the 5th, heading to the top of the 6th. And it looks like it might be the end of it here. That will do it as sunset is dawning upon us. Played just 5 innings tonight. A lot of runs. A lot of pitchers from both teams. 23 combined runs between these two teams. But the Putty Hill Panthers come out on top. They improved to 4-1 on the season. Rockville drops to 2-2. The final score of this one is Putty Hill 14, the Express 9. Express next game will be on Wednesday. It's a doubleheader at Bachman Park against the Baltimore Chop, who started today at the top of the league standings at 4-1. It'll be a tough matchup for the Express on Wednesday night. They'll have first pitch will be at 6 o'clock for the first game, and second pitch will be at 8 o'clock under the lights, I assume, for the second game. Well, a tough one here for the Express tonight. They go down swinging. That's going to do it here at Chapelgate Christian Academy. Oliver Nisi here to bring you Rockville Express Baseball. Drive home safe, and thank you for listening. Good night.